What's up, everybody?
Hey,
Hello. Hey, Ish, what's up?
hey, Miss KD, what's going on, lady?
Oh, girl, not much, not much. I see we got a full house tonight. Welcome,
As usual.
everybody, as
Yes,
usual.
yes, yes,
And of
yes,
course,
yes.
we had
Episode.
Miss Rhonda in first. I know we did,
Yep,
but Brenda be
I'm
right on the
sure we
heels.
did. Yep. Hey, ladies, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Episode 114. Make sure you like and share the video. Before we do anything else, we must have everyone put up some hearts and some balloons and some streamers and some cake and some banners and say happy birthday to the boss man himself, the prophet, Mr. T. Everybody wish him a happy birthday.
AKA the shit starter. Let's
Starter.
not forget that.
Yes,
But
yes, let's
yes,
not forget
we're
that.
we are gonna wish him a happy birthday. We're gonna be putting his cash out up pretty soon, and we want to bless Boss Man tonight.
Yes,
So
yes.
I know everybody's ready for that. And y'all, let me tell you, Isha and I was just laughing. We got them laughing already because look who's in charge of the boards tonight. So y'all get ready, okay? Charge it to my head and not to my heart, whatever happened. But KD is gonna rock this thing. Ish, let me
You
tell you,
got
I
it.
was reading the bottom of the thing and I was asking T. I said, T, what is that? I said, it said, turn me over or I'm gonna taste you. I said, what is that? Well, tase you. I was saying taste. So y'all, we know where my mind at already. Straight to
Okay,
the gutter.
listen.
Straight
Listen,
to the
I
gutter.
can straight to the gutter. My kind of gal, my kind of gal. I love it. I love it. But you got this, Miss Lady. You got it.
Well, we gonna see what it do. But I'm gonna start us off with a little affirmation tonight. We know that tomorrow is wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, I know that I am like running the boards tonight, so I'm just gonna stay like I am. I'm not gonna try to go solo. But I'm just gonna start with a little affirmation. You know, tomorrow is MLK Day, and we all know um thanks, Nell. We all know how he fought for us to have certain rights. So for that, you know, you need to be thankful and affirm to fight with every right that you have. And not only that, you know, we as Black people now, we are business owners, we're entrepreneurs. We have those opportunities out there to do anything that we want to do, and we are strong enough to get results. Now, we have all the resources that we need. So let's affirm to always be the best that we can be. Go after whatever it is you want and go with passion. Because guess what? If you want it, you are going to be able to get it and achieve it. So, with that, let's get ready for some uncensored mind.
What's up?
Um,
Hey now.
Neil, I just want you to know I could go solo, but I didn't see where it said affirmation. So that's how come I didn't go solo.
All
This
right.
is why the
But
guy's always
thank you
holding us down.
nonetheless.
The name of the game is not to tell everybody what's going on backstage, just to keep it natural. So again, welcome to episode 114. This is KD's day. Last week we had Ish running the board. She did such a magnificent job. This week, Karen D. Nell, Karen on the move, Karen's corner. Our girl KD will be running the boards this and engineering this beautiful show 114. So KD, what's what we got going on?
Well, you know, we got to start it with the icebreaker question of the night. And that is, would you date outside your race, or even have you dated outside your race? But would you date outside of your race? Ish?
Oh yeah, I would. I feel like I definitely could dibble and dabble. I think for me, you could be green as long as you got a good heart. We got the same like minds. You know, we got that good energy and a great vibe and connection. I don't really think it matters. I know that we all have a special taste for certain
Right.
things, you know what I mean? And I get it, but I think sometimes, love comes in no color. So I would definitely date outside of my race. And I had a little boyfriend too in the 5th grade, Randy. I said I was going to shout Randy out. Where he at?
That's
Hey,
right. You did
Randy.
say you was gonna shout Randy out.
Hey, Randy. But yeah, I
Thank you,
definitely would.
Brenda. So, Nell,
I
would
definitely
you
would.
date outside your race, or
No,
have you?
no. And it's not because I'm racist. I don't want that to be taken, because nowadays society has become so sensitive to certain things. And the moment you say something that goes against what others believe, they castrate you. And I want it to be understood that I have no problem with other races. Every race is beautiful to me. It's just that I come from a black woman. I was raised by a black woman. That black woman was raised by another black woman, and that black woman was raised by another black woman. So it would behoove me to not stay with the very thing that has gotten me to this point, a black woman. I just think they are the most amazing, beautiful um, people walking this earth. Um, it's just so many challenges and adversities that they face on a daily basis. And for me to deviate from that, knowing where I come from and how hard and the struggle that it is for any woman, it is for that matter, but a black woman, um, I just felt it's distasteful for me as a successful black man to deviate from my black woman and go somewhere else. So no, I would not be dating outside my race just because I find comfort and solace in my black woman.
Well, um, I it wouldn't be a personal choice, but I would be totally lying to say that I have not entertained the opposite race. So I mean, I've had a close friend when my father passed away. Actually, a close friend, but nothing serious. I don't know if I could go serious with one. I really don't. So, uh,
I
I
can't
Got a
see it
question.
necessarily like now per se. Sometimes, especially when we get older and we get set in our ways, I don't close my mind off to it. But
exactly
you sometimes you have to, like you said, you had a special friend, and it has to kind of compound and build. You know what I mean? Off of that, if
right.
you understand what I'm saying, like if it came
Mm-hmm.
into fruition type thing.
Right. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
today is my boy's birthday. T. I'm gonna
Mhm.
start some shit right now between y'all two, right? In honor of T and his birthday. Happy.
Oh gosh.
But how is it black men once we're seen with a white woman, we're talked about, but a black woman would have no problem dating outside of her race?
Well, most of the time, if you really think about it, most of the time, the individuals that may speak upon a black man stepping outside of the race is, say, black women who would never step outside of their race. You typically don't get that type of energy from a mixed individual, from an individual who has a different race within themselves, or a black person who is willing to find love outside of just their race. So that's typically the energy that's reciprocated from another individual who would never do that themselves. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of hard to gauge why and not say all women will necessarily do that. I think it's those who say, no, I'm not dating outside of my race either, so I don't expect you to.
Jen asks a great question. Okay, so what
Mm-hmm.
mixed race? Then what? And as each touched on her being mixed race as well, um, I don't have a problem with it. Again, to each his own. Typically, how society treats mixed race individuals, the darker you are, the more they gravitate, the more they put you in the black box. the more polished you are as a mixed race person, it seems like they put you in the other box. So I'll again, people are people, you know. Hopefully, we don't see color when we're dealing
Right.
with people. We're using our mature brain and saying that we all came in this world the same. We all leave this world.
Mm-hmm.
We all have feelings the same. We bleed the same. Um, we may not come from the same walks of life, but we are still alive and living and still have to live in this world. Again, that's just my preference because of where I come from, what I see, what I'm used to as far as when I look at my mother every day. I see
Right.
a black woman, a strong black woman. So I only can gravitate to that just because that's what I was brought up to love. That's the first
Mm-hmm.
love of my life was a black woman, which was my
Mhm.
mother. And to go through those ins and outs with her, I felt like the only person that I felt like I could take it any further with is another black woman. I have no problem with any race, white, black,
Right.
anything. It's just my preference. And again, nobody should be able to look down on anybody for their choices.
Mhm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually am mixed race myself. My mother's father is a white man. So as I sit here in front of y'all, half of me is half white in a sense because my mother's father was a white man. So
Mhm.
there's no there's
Most
no
people be
there's
like,
no racism in it. It's just
mhm,
what I see, what I understand, what I come to know.
mhm.
Right.
That
And
Absolutely.
I think that's true with most of us, Neil, is what we have come to know. You know, we normally stick to what we know. Again, like I said, you know, I had a friend, but we never got on that level. And honestly, I don't know if I could go on that level, but it's more or less that I would stick to my own because I'm more
Mhm.
familiar. And you know, it doesn't hurt on what Brenda spoke on either, you know. Thanks,
Yes.
Brenda, for saying it for me.
Thanks. Yes. Well, you know,
You know, it is what it is.
it is what it is.
so Jen says I was raised by all white people, so it makes it interesting for me. Um, the only family I know and have are all white.
Mhm.
Um,
And that is understandable.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, you know, when you're raised like that. In fact, the friend I was speaking of, he was raised by a black family.
Family.
So that's all he knew was black, you know.
Wow. Mhm.
So I mean, it does make a difference. I mean, I guess it just depends on who you
Mhm.
meet, and like you say,
Mhm.
each love shouldn't have a color.
Right. Right. But
yeah,
we like what we like. We like what we like.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's the bottom line of it too. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
if you're not attracted, you might be open to it, but if you just have no physical attraction or nothing in common or whatever the case may be, then it's nothing going to pop off from it. You know what I mean? So it's still all going to boil down to what you like.
exactly.
There's no
Mm-hmm.
prejudice. There's no prejudice. It's like
Right.
again, you choose Burger King over McDonald's. It's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
preference. It doesn't mean that you would never frequent Burger King. You might go in there because you like their milkshakes, but your
Mm-hmm.
preference because you that's all you know from a kid was McDonald's. You follow the pattern of where it is that you from your childhood and on, or what you've been accustomed to and on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Um,
Right.
mhm.
Number one, boss man, I was not ignoring your question. Close friend is just what I said. Close friend. Nothing more,
I
nothing
love
less.
it.
Jen says, so because I grew up the way I did, there are black females in my life right now that are telling me I need a good black man. That's what's missing from my life. And Jen, I'm not going to say that they are lying because you can't go wrong with a good black man.
Can't.
So
You can't.
no, you can't. I mean, you know, there are black kings, and that's something that we must never forget. And you know, I can't help but to wonder in the biracial relationships if there's ever any slip ups. Because if there's ever, if I went that way and there was ever a slip up of the N word, it would not be a
It's a
pretty day.
problem.
See, you know, I try to tend to look at things from a positive perspective. When you let negativity like that creep into your mind, it's almost like you're looking for it. You're waiting for it.
And I guess you're right, but I'm just
You-
looking at any scenario that could happen
But it's
when it
almost
comes
like,
to stuff like
again,
that.
when you put certain things like that in your mind, you're waiting for that bomb to drop. So you're always living on edge, and you're not fully enjoying the interaction. And
Right.
you provoke those type of words to come out for somebody to say those type of things to you because you're feeding negativity. You're feeding it. You're giving it life. When you don't give
Mm-hmm.
it life, it tends to not rear its ugly head. So
And that makes sense. That makes total sense. You know, you manifest things to you when you subconsciously think about it. You
yeah,
make all the sense in the world. You
yeah.
do. I can't argue with that. Not one bit.
So that was an interesting um icebreaker question, Kaylee.
I
Thank
think
you
it
for
was
thank you
too.
for starting us off this evening with the icebreaker.
Well, hey, I do
Yes.
my
Mm,
best.
That's a great
But
question. It's absolutely on this Martin Luther King weekend because as he fought for our equal rights,
mm-hmm,
be it white or black, uh,
exactly.
religious
What
belief, whatever the case may be. That's a question that kind of resonates throughout this beautiful weekend that we are celebrating when it comes to Dr. King's birth.
exactly, which brings us right to our next subject. Keenan Anderson, cousin of Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrice Cullors, tased to death. I mean, by LAPD. He had an accident and he was trying to flag down help. Is what it was. And they said that they saw a black man running down the middle of the street looking erratic. Teacher, father, only 31 years old, died 4 hours at a local hospital just 4 hours later after being tased for 90 seconds by LAPD.
Mm.
When is it going to stop? I
I'm
mean,
gonna. I mean, we get so tired of, and so disgusted by these stories and hearing them over and over and over and over again. And the LAPD, who we can all remember from the Rodney King days, their systemic problems, their systemic racial problems go back a long, long way. And only what, 3 or 4 days into the new year, they had
mhm.
already
Yeah,
killed
the
multiple
third.
people. Multiple people have already died at their hands, and we're not even 3, 4 days in at this point of this incident, where the force is in excess once again, and we're losing yet another Black life senselessly, um, due to not being attentive to the needs of this call. Once they stated that he was erratic, other forces should have been brought in that would be able to help him in crisis management, like to
Right.
be able to assist, because this obviously wasn't a regular issue. You know what I mean? He's not
Mm-hmm.
calm. He's not on the side of the road. He's not even a little irate. He's erratic. It seems like he needs help. He's a
Mm-hmm.
little discombobulated. So that means pull in some other people that may be able to, help this situation instead of it getting as volatile as it did yet once again. And now another life is lost.
Exactly. I mean, when they first told him to get down, he got down.
Hmm.
But for some reason, I guess he got spooked or whatever. He told them that he wanted to get to where he can be seen because he felt they were going to hurt him. And he
Hmm.
tried to get up. And when they told him to stop, he ran because he was trying to get to witnesses so they could see what was going on. And that's when they began tasing him.
Mm.
Um, Nell, as a black man, that could have easily, could have easily happened to you. How does that make you feel every day? Just going out into just going to work each
It,
day, just.
it makes me feel dejected. It makes me feel unsafe, even in the company of those that are bound to protect and serve. Right? Just typically,
Mm-hmm.
when we think of law enforcement, we think of a place of comfort to where we'll be protected from mayhem or whatever the case may be. And Ish used a very, very, very conscious word when she said crisis management. Law enforcement lacks crisis management. And in the time when crisis management is at its peak or as needed at the most, they lack crisis management.
Mm.
They're coming into a situation where it's chaotic and they are left to decipher what's right, what's wrong, who needs help, who does not. But they're there for a crisis and they mismanage these crises more times than none. We are getting too many people, we're getting too many reports of people losing their life. We're getting too many reports of people being beat. We're getting too many reports of people being unsafe in the hands of law enforcement, where our safety where our safety should be at its heightened sense.
Right.
Again, the word that I'm left with is dejected because I get in the car every morning, every afternoon, and every night to go either to my place of business and or to go back home. And I don't know how that looks in between me getting to those two places. I pray before I leave home. I sometimes even pray while I'm en route. And I let out a sigh of relief when I get to my destinations. It's times when I just don't even want to go out because I don't even want to deal with the hassle. I literally have to, I own multiple cars for multiple things that I am going to do because, not because I want to be flashy, not because I'm hiding from anybody, but I have to make sure that when I'm traveling certain areas, that I'm in a fishbowl so they know nothing is going on behind those tents or the car is not too flashy and how come the person that they're once they run my plates is in what they considered a fancy clean car, or they hear music playing from my car that I'm just some kind of thug or I'm out with bad intent.
Right. Right.
It's very disheartening, right? People ask, "No, why you own so many cars?" It ain't because I'm trying to be flashy or I like to pay a bunch of insurance on a bunch of cars. It's because of that reason. I got a flashy car. I might say I don't think it's flashy. It's mine. But I got another car. I got two other cars that I jump in like little squatters or whatever have you, so I can be seen. No tent. It's unassuming. It's plain Jane. It's
Mm.
vanilla. So the cops ain't looking at me all kind of weirds.
Right.
But this right here
Mm-hmm.
doesn't is not a deterrent. It's almost like a magnet. I've been pulled over so many times and harassed. It, I shared this story a couple when we first started in the Sunday night wind down when we talked about this when it happened to George Floyd. In my times in Atlanta when I lived in Atlanta and I was coming back from one of the malls. Yeah, y'all know I'm an avid shopper. Coming back at night from the mall and I'm driving down the highway and a cop was following me for like a mile and a half. I knew he was following me. He knows I was know he was following me. And he pulled me over and finally said, "Oh, you were swerving back and forth as if you was drunk." I said, "You was following me for 1.5 miles. If you let me get 1.5 miles up the road and you see me swerving, I could have killed somebody by now. Who's at fault?" So he takes me out the car, whatever, had me do a field sobriety test, passed it. You know what I mean? He said, "Can I search the car?" I let him. And all that was probably just to humiliate me. Pitch black at night on the side of a busy highway down in Atlanta. Y'all know down there, them highways are super busy all times of night.
And they love stopping people. Mike, I want to give you a shout out. I just see that you're in the comments, and y'all, I do want to back up. Mike says, "Find a good man that makes you happy and don't let nobody tell you what you need." Thanks, brother Mike, for that great advice. But as a mother, Nell, I would worry when my son began driving. That was my biggest worry. And he called me one day. He was afraid, but he had been stopped. And they stopped him because he had a hoodie on his head. And he was right down the street where, when he called me, and I jumped in the car and I went down there. And they, had him up against the car, him and my nephew that was with him and everything. And when I pulled up, they knew me. And that's when they let him go. So it's a shame. I mean, I just really don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I mean,
I don't know if there is really an answer other than, like we said, they get the appropriate training that is necessary. Maybe that might help alleviate some of the misconceptions about how the people that they're apprehending, or people that they're coming in contact with, or the people that they're, you know, allegedly supposed to help, if they can identify problems, beforehand that need special attention and special care and management, if they could learn those skills and techniques to de-escalate a situation rather than aggravate it, I think that could possibly help it. I don't know if it'll ever take it away, because you just got some police officers who are just
I was about to
assholes, and they
say,
want to use
do you
that
think that
force.
they even want to handle it the proper way? I mean,
Right.
I really think at this point that it brings them pleasure to bring pain to the black man, because that's the only way they can touch them. I mean, look at what they are doing today. Like Nell said, he have the multiple cars. They have their own businesses. They are making some of them look bad. They don't like that. So any way they can bring them down, they're gonna use that uniform to bring them down.
Yeah, just gotta continue to pray for our black men, our sons, our brothers, our friends, and just pray for their safety each and every day, because seems like it only gets worse and worse. Every time we turn around, we're saying another name. You know what I
I
mean? We're
know.
saying rest in peace. We're saying, condolences to the family, and it's touching the community closer and closer. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm.
So.
Well, speaking of intelligent young men, Mr. Nell is going to bring some financial literacy and share it with us today. With the tax seasons coming up, we may get a little money back. Maybe we can do a little investment. But either way, Nell is going to give us a little financial advice.
Okay.
Come on now.
Um,
We all need some extra ducats in our pocket this year.
yeah, that's absolutely true. Tax season is rapidly approaching. As you guys know, a lot of people don't know when tax season starts. Some people don't know when it ends. 2023 is well underway, right? Which means tax season is starting up, and the IRS is not officially accepting 2022 returns yet, but it's not too early to start getting your paperwork together. That's important. Getting your paperwork together is very, very important. This filing season is the first to benefit from the Inflation Reduction Act, which was passed in August, and it provided the IRS with additional staffing and resources. How early can I file my 2022 tax return, you may say? The IRS typically begins accepting and processing returns in late January. This year's start date for individual tax return filers is Monday, January 23rd, right? What is the deadline for filing my 22 tax returns? The IRS says it is expecting to receive 168 million individual tax returns this year. The deadline to file for most Americans is Tuesday, April 18, 2023. And that's because April 15th is a Saturday, and the next day week is a weekday. April 17th is recognized as a holiday, Emancipation Day in the Washington, D.C. area. So April 18th is the deadline for filing your 2022 tax returns. You may say, no, that sounds good. That is good. But when can I expect my refund? Once the IRS begins accepting returns, the agency says taxpayers who file electronically and are due a refund can expect it within 21 days if they choose direct deposit and there's no issues with their return. So if there's no issues with your return and you choose direct deposit, you can expect your refund within 21 days. By law, the agency cannot issue refunds involving the earned income tax credit or additional child tax credit before mid-February. So there have been some provisions due to some of the laws, some of the tax acts. So make sure that you're up on it. If you're expecting a rapid tax return or a tax return within 21 days, it may be curbed a little bit um, by having earned income tax credit or additional child tax credit before mid-February, in order to help prevent fraudulent returns from being issued. Right. So there are a number of different things that you can do to mitigate some of the taxes that are taken out or that you have to pay, or just getting back a considerable amount. And what are those things? Some of those things, what is it? A tax shelter. What is a tax shelter? A tax shelter is a financial vehicle that an individual can use to help them lower their tax obligation and thus keep more of their money. It's the legal way for individuals to stash their money to avoid it getting taxed. Examples of tax shelters: home equity, right? Some of you guys may be homeowners, may own your homes. Congratulations. It's common for many individuals to purchase a home either outright or through a mortgage loan. Home equity is the value of the home that the home buyer owns free and clear of any debt. The tax shelter portion of the home equity occurs in the event that the individual at some point decides to sell their home. The Internal Revenue Service offers individuals a capital gains tax exception of the first $250,000 from the sale of their home. Another tax shelter is a 401k. A lot of us have those at our jobs, and we're taking advantage of them. Hopefully you are. And if not, and your job offers it, I would say the moment you're able to get back to work and speak to human resources, please do. But a 401k is an account is a tax shelter. However, it is not a permanent one. As an individual pays into their 401k with pre-tax income, the amount of the income that the government can tax before becomes smaller. Let me read that again. A 401k account is a tax shelter. However, it is not a permanent one. Why? An individual pays into their 401k account with pre-tax income. The amount of income that the government can tax becomes smaller. The money in the account is allowed to earn interest without the government taking taxes from it. The tax shelter isn't permanent because at some point in the future, the individual will be taken once the individual. Let me back up. The tax shelter isn't permanent because at some point in the future, the individual will need to pay taxes on the income. Regular tax deductions will be taken once the individual begins removing money from the account. So you said again, the reason why is not permanent because at some point once you start taking funds from the account, that's when you'll be taxed on the money that you take out. A traditional individual retirement account like an IRA is another example of a tax shelter, and it works in nearly the same way as a 401k account. So if your company does not offer a 401k, you want to speak to your local bank, financial institution, and open yourself individual retirement account, which is also known as an IRA. These things allow us to better plan for our future, have money stashed away for in the event that we do retire, and things like that. So again, this is the financial literacy with Nell in regards to our taxes. Anybody have any questions out there?
Wow. Okay. I have all kind of questions. You do taxes now? Look. You do taxes now?
My price.
No. Seriously. My question is this: don't any stimulus monies that have been received, is that going to be taxed along with the 2023 taxes? I mean, would that be counted as income?
Yes.
Okay.
Like when the government gives us money, it's not free.
Birthday boy.
Hey T.
When the government gives us
Happy
money,
birthday.
it's money that at some point we're going to see them want back by way of taxes, by way of some way they're going to get that money back. So just understand what type of things are going to be reported that next following tax year.
Well,
What's up? Anybody in the comments got any questions for Nell? Got
a lot of gratitude.
Yes.
Y'all better speak up now. Y'all know those taxes coming up.
Yep. He giving out some jewels tonight.
Well, they
Make
are
sure you
greeting
like and share the
our
video
man right now.
How's everybody doing?
What's up?
So what's up?
I don't know. Katie, take the comments off the screen so y'all can see my screen name. And take Nell's literacy joint off. Take everything out. Take everything out. All right. Now my screen.
Shit. Prophet / shit starter.
Y'all going to get both of them tonight. So it is what it is. Y'all going to get both of them tonight. Thank you, everybody in the chat that's saying happy birthday. Shout out to everybody that posted on the Facebook pages and said happy birthday to me. All three of my brothers gave me a happy birthday shout out. And I just want to say on my birthday, it's normally I don't normally like do big celebrations on my birthday. It's normally more of a quiet time for me. It's more of a reflection. And then like my aunt will always hit me up and say, remember who you are, because I am a junior and I do have to carry, a certain thing. So I always have to remember, that I'm a junior. I have to carry this name. And that's why you always see Teller May or Teller before everything, because my last name comes first over here.
All right.
Well, what's up? What we doing?
All right.
I don't know.
You getting all that
How
love.
we started.
Let me know something up here so that
I don't know if y'all can see my shirt. If y'all can see who on my this, I don't know. You might not know who this is.
I pity the fool.
I pity the fool.
I pity the fool that ain't gonna be on their P's and Q's with you tonight.
This is where my actual nickname comes from, because I was a badass toddler. So this is where the nickname comes from.
Is that right? For real? That's why they call you T?
Yes.
Well, I'll be dang. Okay. I wonder how, because I seen your first name and I just couldn't see how T came out of that.
Well, it was Mr. T and then it just got shortened to T. But, all the older people from my block would still call me Mr. T. So,
okay.
Yeah, that was my badass toddler nickname.
Mr.
I
T.
can't.
So, Mr. T, how has your day been on your birthday?
It's any other day for me, except for today has been like taking my son back to school, work, and now I'm here to I want to say I'm doing some educational / cussing people out / we're all going to go through a lesson tonight. So I'm going to say, once we get to ideology, there's going to be some shit going on. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, Lord.
Oh shit!
Y'all get your drinks out.
Well,
Damn it, I
sorry.
done
I got mine's
coffee powder.
already.
Look at me and each
I
both.
got mine. Yeah,
They
we
bought,
scratching our head. I started already.
they bought this shit to me. I just have to address it. But they bought it to me. It's not my fault. Sorry.
Okay. Brenda said, "Oh Lord, I helped you say, Brenda. Oh Lord."
Now, that's your popcorn.
And
No, is that your popcorn?
a special shout out to Angelia because she did hit my cash app like 2 a.m. So shout out to Angelia.
Nice.
Shout out to
Well,
Angelia.
y'all make it ching ching to him now. Thank
Look,
you,
this,
Angelia,
oh,
for the start out.
y'all can send me $1 or two, something small, some small, it'll add up, a little dollar or two, something small. But what's up?
Just show him love.
Make sure to
Just
keep the
show him
tag
some
down
love.
at going across the banner.
What's up now? Where we at? And why you eating popcorn? No, you don't want no parts of the shenanigans tonight?
Come on now, you still holding my hand or what?
Bro.
My hand is loose.
He eating a granola bar, but that's his popcorn tonight.
Hold on. No, you don't
Mike
want no.
already in the comments with his popcorn.
What's up, Mike? You don't want no parts of the shenanigans now?
You already know. I ain't running the board tonight. I'm sitting here as spectator.
Oh, no. This is what I'm saying. Is that you gotta have my back when it comes to the smoke, because there will be some smoke.
Well, you already know. I'm rocking and rolling. You dig?
Solid.
So KD, that must mean see.
You know what?
He making sure that Nell got his back, which means that it's gonna be some shit against you and I.
You know what?
And the ladies of the chat.
Yeah, yes,
That's what that means. That's what that means.
But it's going to be
okay. Get your lighter ready, Ish. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's just get our lighters ready.
Okay,
I
got it. And I got my Prosecco Rosé ready since my bottle of Bel Air didn't make it.
Sure, everybody like and share the video. Welcome to the conversation that we call Uncensored Minds. This is episode 114. Shout out to Carmel who says she got some T-Pain over there. That's what I'm talking about. That's how
all right now.
How you doing, Carmel? What's up?
Yeah, Jen, that's what I'm talking about. Tell them to bring the smoke. Let's go.
Exactly. And by the way, y'all, you can order some merchandise. It is always available right now, and but I'm keeping that Cash App up right now. And Mr. Nell, what do we have next?
I don't know. I'm not right, motherfucker. Regular That's your job.
Let's get into
Y'all just so used to me segueing into the next topic.
Exactly. So are we just gonna? I mean,
it's on you, KD.
So we're just gonna jump right into ideology.
No, we're not at ideology. Where are we, KD?
Dang, I'm about to skip a whole goddamn subject.
I can't. What are we doing?
Whoa, and this one right here, I love. Ladies, gentlemen, could you be a sperm donor to your best friend's wife or their lady? Ladies, would you allow your man to be a sperm donor to his best friend's wife or lady? Talk up. Speak up.
Go ahead, gents.
Gents, would y'all be a sperm donor? T, would you spread that sperm?
If it was one of my best friends and they was in dire need and they couldn't, like we said before, they couldn't afford the fertility shit, it would be a major consideration. I'm not going to say yes or no, but I would consider it.
You would consider it. Okay. I'm coming back to you, Nell.
Yes.
Would you be you would be a sperm donor for your?
And I'm not looking at it I'm looking at it with all intent and purposes of helping them build a family. If they were unable to, based upon whatever he couldn't produce or whatever, and he said the conversation with me. If that's my best friend, the love is going to be there. It's not nothing that I would not do for my best friend. And I've done a lot of stuff with my best friend before his passing. One thing, he had his own kids, but when he left this earth, those kids now became a part of my world on a consistent basis. So, you know, if we sat down and he felt strong enough to come to me and say, "Yo, bro, whatever the case may be, can you supply some sperm so me and my wife can start a family?" Then absolutely.
Why you gotta say it like that though? Like,
Okay, now let's throw a twist in this thing. What if they wanted you to actually sleep with them to get them pregnant?
Right.
As we talked about this in detail on Thursday, I would not cross that line. There's no line that would ever have me sleeping with any of my friends' ladies. It's just not that serious for me. And that's the point where I draw the line, because it goes from helping the situation to causing issues in the situation.
what
Right?
issue you gonna call? She don't want to fuck him no more.
Nah, it's just you never know what that look like. Never know what that look like. You never know. It could be a situation where you know, sex breeds feelings sometimes with certain people, right? And the moment you engage in a sexual act, but then you impregnate her,
Right.
that's a different emotion. That's a different feeling. That's a whole different spirit, because you act is the
Hold on, now. I want to stay right there. All right, so say you did the you didn't smash, but you did the fertility job, and now the little young boy come out but he looking like you, right?
Yeah.
Are you feeling some type of way? Like as you watching him grow up and he looking like you and shit?
Nah, because those feelings are deterred because I did something to help my friend.
Okay.
I did something to help my friend. It's something that he couldn't provide himself, and he came to me and he trusted me with that. The moment I do it, I got to take responsibility of everything that's coming around me. That baby looking like me, right? It could be that baby may have some of my traits.
Right.
Instead of it being my son, it's going to be my godson or my nephew or whatever we calling it. But you know, I'm gonna step back and let them do their thing and not even meddle or, you know, get involved in that. I just did what I did.
No, so now he go to the league, you all good.
I'm all good, baby.
That's just he go to the league, you all good.
No, because at the end of the day, and this is where the maturity and the spirituality comes out of me, right? The moment I accept those responsibilities and I say yes and I put myself in that situation, I got to understand that this kid could grow up to be the greatest thing ever.
Right.
And I am going to say my nephew is the greatest because his dad is his dad. I just provided a service.
All right. So what if it comes out that you're actually the father?
I am going to be the father because it's my sperm.
But I mean, the kid finds out.
Then if he wanna understand the story, then and hopefully his dad is still around, then the three of us or the four of us can sit down and have that conversation. And at that point, I don't think the child would be upset because his dad who raised him couldn't give him life. And
but you know the kid is still gonna be like, y'all lied to me my whole life. This is some bullshit.
That's a bridge that you gotta cross when you gotta cross it. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to just thrust myself into that position because it just makes for a sticky, bad situation.
Right.
What's up, Marilyn? I see you. I just want to say I did say on Thursday that if they tied me down and forced me to smash the wife, that I mean, what you?
He said, "Put a bag over the head. Put a bag over the head."
Yes.
But it's for y'all ladies. Are y'all accepting the sperm?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would if it's gonna grow our family and my partner and I are in agreement.
What if you don't like the best friend and now this little motherfucker look just like the best friend? How y'all handling that?
Well, that's just a decision I'm going to have to live with because at this point it's too late. So we're going to just rock it out. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Do his hair hair a little different or something, make them not try to look like them so much.
I will say this though.
I
I will say this. Single me would have no hesitations doing it. Relationship me would definitely involve my mate. And I would actually I would actually want to understand her plight. Right?
All right, let's stay there. Let's stay there now. All right, now let's say she's the surrogate. Would you let her be the surrogate to somebody else's kid while you're all together?
Yes. I you know me. I know I get passionate on this show about a lot of stuff, but it's certain things that I just don't worry about or I'm not jealous about. I'm not my position as a man is not threatened. That's my lady. It's gonna be my lady, regardless if she's a surrogate, if whatever. That's just still my lady. There's a lot of things that I can put up with. You know why? Because love for me means a fucking lot,
Right.
and it's hard to find real true love. And when you find it, you gotta keep it. So it's certain things that I just don't worry about.
All right.
So yes, I would.
What's up, ladies? Y'all feel the same way?
Yeah.
I mean, I would be fine with it as long as they make it wouldn't be no
No
sleeping
smashing?
with them.
No smash.
No, not that way. I wouldn't be cool with it that way. But any other way, I'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's helping somebody.
Same here.
So y'all both of y'all ladies are cool with your kids having another brother or sister down the street and he looks just like them, but you can't really say anything. Y'all cool with that?
I mean, we'll have to be cool with it if that's the decision that the parents make not to tell them. You will have to be cool with it. We have no other choice. I mean,
yeah, and then not only that.
Point. What if they became involved? You know, what if they became interested in each other if it was a opposite sex? So I can see T's point right there.
Right.
And I guess that's a bridge that you would have to cross when you got there.
Yeah, for sure. But I think too, like if that's something that you're going to do, consider doing, or you know what I mean, is going to move forward. It's going to be with somebody that you admire, that you love, that you would do just about anything for. And so I think all of that would be talked out about how the families will intermingle with one another and how to keep it, you know what I mean, to a point where everybody understands kind of sort of what's going on. Maybe not know the full story, but that everybody is understanding how the family's dynamic is in one way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? So that it can all be smooth.
All right, this was a audience suggesting question. If I'm not wrong, I think it was Helen, right?
Helen, yeah, it was Helen.
Yeah. So we will do a audience suggestion topic from the Facebook page, one every week. So continue to post your topics over there, and we will. You know,
also, in regards to that, let's be mindful and respectful of people's questions. Let's not critique anybody's question based upon personal feelings and or whatever mood you want to be in. Let's allow people to voice their question and let it be that. Let's do it respectfully and let's give everybody the opportunity to feel like
hold on now. I want to stay right there because I remember that Katie had a problem with one of these things. Now remember we talked about it before, the secret kid shit. Now what if this comes up that the guy that you're with, he donated his sperm to one of his friends back in the day or whatever, and now the kid comes to live with y'all because something happened to his parents. Now the kids come to live with y'all. Now you find out that he has this secret kid, KD. What are we doing?
Well, under that circumstance right there, it will be totally understandable. I will open my arms.
Would you?
Make sure y'all.
I would.
Make sure y'all got that on record, man. Make sure y'all got that.
Katie.
I would totally open my arms in a situation like that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because that's totally a different, a different situation.
Mm-hmm. Embrace it.
Mm-hmm.
And Loretta says she'd be cool with it. So we're gonna see how the audience is rocking with this. Laura says, as long as there's a clear meeting of the minds and respect their roles. That part, Laura. That's what I'm talking about right there. And Brenda says she will have to get counseling before she go forward with that situation. You know, I had a family member that was willing to be a surrogate for me. My sister was going to be one, but I chickened out.
Chicken, KD. Chicken.
Yeah.
Why?
Chicken.
Why did you chicken out?
I just didn't think it was something I could handle. I just didn't think it was something I could handle. I had to look at it logically.
I don't know if y'all seen my brother in the comments earlier. This was proposed to him, and he said, "Hell no!" right off the gate.
Yeah, I see Mike said that.
Nope.
You had somebody probably told me the same way. Like they asked Mike, back when we was younger, when you grow up, doing good shit or whatever, people hit you with a lot of crazy shit. And I got hit with that question before. Can I pay you to have my child? Can I pay you to be my baby daddy? Or would you have a baby for me? Whatever, you know. Good thing. I mean, just know Nell doesn't have any kids running out there. No,
my propositions don't be that easy. My propositions would be like, no, we gonna have a baby together and we gonna be together.
They don't give you a choice.
Propositions don't work like that, man.
Like, nope, you're not just dropping off your sperm. Nope, sir. We in this to win this.
Exactly.
Right.
So there's no Guadalupe's running around out there now.
Y'all know it ain't. Y'all know I'm too much of a stand-up dude to be having a kid out here in this world and not fathering. I'm a father to too many. I'm a father to too many children out here, be it from past relationships. And I ain't even going to say father because I don't want to mitigate the role of their father, but I am in the role of a real good mentor, great mentor to a number of different kids, regardless of whatever age you are, based upon my relationships with, the mothers that I was in relationships with. So if I had a Guadalupe or a Cologelo out here running around, that motherfucker be right here with me.
I know that. I know.
Yeah.
And that's
they
a
already
good
I
thing.
forgot about
children. If I ever have a child, you already know it's Guadalupe and Cologelo. So son's Cologelo and my daughter's name is Guadalupe, and we're not ever changing it.
Well, now there could be some little Karen D's running around out there.
What is happening right now?
Which was
okay.
She was selling her eggs.
What?
No, I
Stop
was
it.
not. Actually, I did in vitro a couple of times, and they froze my eggs, and there were 8 eggs that I did not use, and I gave them permission to do whatever they want with them. So there could be some little Karen D's running around out there.
Oh, that's all right. You blessed another family.
Hey,
maybe 8.
Know.
If it was 8 eggs, maybe
you never know.
You blessed 8 families. That's what's up.
You proud of that?
You are a blessing, nonetheless.
I mean, I don't know what they did with theirs, to be honest with you.
Right.
I don't know
they could have disposed of them.
What's up, people in the chat? Give a quick yes or no in the chat if you would do it, if you would accept it. Just put yes or no in the chat and let us know, y'all thoughts on this whole sperm donor or taking the sperm kind of thing. Just put yes or no in the chat. Any last words or thoughts on this, people? Because I got some shit to get into. I need to get this shit off my chest.
Oh my gosh, he is just.
If you got that extra sperm, lend it. That's the final words.
No, they said they said they.
I said if you got some extra sperm, lend it.
No, they said they need spellings on Guadalupe and Colodro.
They said what?
They need some spellings on Guadalupe and Colodro.
They need some stars.
Spelling. They need to know how to spell it.
They spell that shit just like the country, Guadalupe. The fuck? Guada. Lupe. and her nickname gonna be Guada for sure. Hey, Guada, come here real quick. Lil Lupe, come here. Give me some water. Like my mom used to call me. And my boy name is Cologero, but we're gonna call him C.
Cologero. Oh Lord have mercy. Okay, yeah, C is better. I can keep up with C.
KD, watch this, KD. Colodro. That's how you say it.
Colodro.
It's Italian. I'm I'm tapping into my Italian side.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. That's all I'm gonna call him. Let's see. Cause
Yeah.
I forget the name.
Hold on, y'all. Jennifer wanted to ask, would you be a sperm donor or a surrogate for your child?
Ugh.
That's a little messy. That's a
Yeah.
little messy.
Harder.
But I have heard of people doing that, Jen. I have heard of people
The baby
doing
gonna come out retarded.
I don't
You
think
can't
the
do that.
baby started, but that's just a little
Real
messy.
same. You can't. They tell you don't. If you go in there, you can't do that. That's against the law.
No. They
That's a
they
little messy.
would carry, like, say the daughter got pregnant, and got pregnant with a sperm donor,
Right.
and carried the child, and then had the child and gave the child to the mother.
No,
It's
no, that's
My
not that.
sperm going in Guadalupe.
You saying the daughter can't get pregnant. Now, would you get pregnant for the daughter?
I've heard of mothers getting pregnant for their daughters. I've heard
but
of
I
that.
can't provide my daughter with sperm.
Well,
Like she asking, would you provide sperm to your daughter?
No,
You can't do that.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of that part now.
That's wild.
Oh, she's would you out for
just
your
the mother's carrying.
At 70 years old, you carrying a child, Katie? Like 64 years old, you carrying a child?
No.
Who the fuck is 70 years old?
No. No. Let me just be the first to say that if God chose me to be another Mary, I'm looking for the nearest train track and throwing myself in front of it.
Lady B said there's a lot of are surrogates for their daughters.
I've heard of people doing that.
But it's weird.
You know what? Blessings to them.
It's weird.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. Jesus, I couldn't do it.
But before we move on, because it's imperative that we highlight this. And a lot of times when we highlight something, we highlight it for all good intent and purposes. And tonight's show is going to be one of those fun shows that you're going to leave here and you're going to be like, oh my God, they are crazy, as y'all say every Sunday night. But this is a serious subject right here. One of our very own, who's in the comments, Janine, lost her granddaughter this past week in a fire in New York City. And we wanted to extend our deepest heartfelt condolences to Janine and her family as they mourn the passing of their beautiful loved one. It pulls at our heartstrings each and every time we have to announce something like this, or we hear something like this. Any one of our family members passing, or our friends' family members passing. But when it hits home when it's a child. So to Janine and her family, from your family here at Uncensored Minds and all of our other platforms, we wanted to extend our deepest heartfelt condolences to you and let you know that you are in our prayers. You are wrapped in our arms, and this is not just a cliche, but you have the resources of all of us if and when you're ready to talk, or if you just need a shoulder to cry on, or our loving arms to be wrapped around you. So just wanted to take the time out for everybody out there just to pray for Janine and her family.
Prayers to you, Janine.
Yes, Janine, condolences to you and your family.
My heart is full. Prayers, Janine. I saw that on her page today, but I didn't know what happened. So thank you, Nell, for sharing that with us. Anytime you see something like that, I mean, it just tears your heart apart. But for it to happen so suddenly like that and so tragically, my prayers are with y'all. My prayers.
What we doing for ideology
though? T, did you see that you have a special happy birthday in there?
Where was my special happy birthday at?
You got to show them.
I mean, you in charge of the board? Oh, Ebony, what's up? Yeah, Yeah, when you popped on, I said,
She came through tonight just for you.
that's what's up. Thank you, Ebony. We've been missing you. Hopefully you're doing good. We've been missing you, and thank you. Shout out to Ebony.
What's up? How you doing?
Ebony.
All right.
See, we gotta start it.
As we get
Let
into
me hurry up. Wait a minute.
We gotta get it started.
We gotta start.
Oh goodness.
Let me hurry up.
let's just listen, man. As we get into ideology, right? There's this one particular word that's been pissing me off. Like, I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it came about. I don't know when and why people just started running with it. It just be pissing me off. And I seen it last week in the comments. So then I've said, let me fucking do some research into this shit and learn the definition and how it's applied and how it's supposed to work and all of these things. So before I tell y'all what it is, I'm going to throw out a couple things and then y'all just tell me, can y'all hear me? And then y'all just tell me if it's a yes or a no for you. So there's 4 different things. Y'all tell me if any of these are a yes or a no for you. In your personality, do you think highly of yourself?
In your
Yes.
personality, do you think highly of yourself? Yes.
I do. And I see Nell's
Yes.
pandering, but we gonna let her rock.
Yeah, Nell lying.
Highly of myself.
I'm like, yes. I'm like, is this a trick question? Because Nell's saying no.
You definitely think highly of yourself.
Hell yeah.
Y'all can play along in the chat as well. The first one is, do you think highly of yourself? Katie, you can go through the comments as we go through them. The second one is, do you like or need attention or admiration?
Do you like yes to all of the above?
Ish?
Yes, I like it. I don't need it, but yes, I do like it.
No.
No.
You don't like attention now?
It's okay. and y'all laugh at that because y'all know me.
Right.
Y'all know me from posting pictures of myself or, being able to talk and being able to be alive in me. But
No. This don't even have to be outside. This is from your person.
from my lady?
Right.
What's the question again?
The question is, do you like or do you need attention or adoration?
A little bit, yeah. Admiration. I don't need it. I like it, but I don't need it.
You like it though, right?
Yes.
All right. Katie, are you going through the comments?
Yeah. Well, first I do want to address Janine. You don't owe anybody any explanations about why you are on here, Janine. Nobody's judging you, so I don't know where that came from, but you don't owe anybody any explanations.
She's not. It's KD. It's no smoke. She's just saying that she's using this show as her therapy.
Right, but I'm just letting her know that she's fine on here. That she is fine. So back to the comments. I just wanted Janine to feel fine.
All right, hold on.
She's like attention.
Yeah, just put some of them up on the screen as we go along, KD. All right. The third one is, and Ish, I need you to be honest on this one because I know your answer. The third one is, do you sometimes believe that you are better than others?
Damn, Ish.
You fucking right. No.
KD?
No, I never think I'm better than others.
No.
And that's true.
Huh?
Fucking hot, nigga.
He gonna talk about somehow.
The question is, do you sometimes believe that you are better than others?
Yes. And you know who I feel like I'm better than? All them niggas that my exes was with. They ain't better than me.
Tell me about it, good brother. Tell me about it, good brother. Katie, continue to go through the comments.
I'm going through the comments.
All right, so the fourth and final one. This is all in one definition, y'all. So the fourth and final one is: do you sometimes have lack of empathy for others?
Oh, no.
Katie?
Yeah, sometimes.
Right. Solid. All right, so the majority of the answer yes to mostly everything, right?
Everything, yes.
Right? People in the chat, y'all agree? Katie, y'all agree? What's happening?
Yes.
Y'all see what's happening here?
What's happening?
Nobody is perfect.
What'd you say now?
The pattern I see is nobody's perfect.
Hold on, I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that. Don't jump the gun yet. All right, so this definition is characteristics or traits. The direct definition of a narcissist. So this is the direct definition of a narcissist. This word that y'all love to throw out and give to people and throw on people's name. Everybody said yes to this shit. Mm-hmm. So my question to y'all is, because I got 3 layers to this shit. So my question to y'all is, as a person, are you not supposed to think highly of yourself?
I think you're supposed to think highly of yourself.
Absolutely. You're very much supposed to think highly of yourself.
No, you agree?
Oh yeah.
All right, y'all agree that you are supposed to think highly. Are you not supposed to need and or like attention or admiration?
Yeah, I mean, I see nothing wrong with it. I mean, I think that's a normal thing. It makes you feel good to get that attention. Right. I mean, who wouldn't like it?
Who doesn't want attention from their partner?
Correct.
Exactly.
All right. The third one is Nell's favorite. Sometimes Nell believes he's better than others. Does anybody?
Janine said, if you don't, will.
No. I agree on all of these.
You already know everybody is.
We got a lot of yeses in here.
The thing is, and this is what we say all the time, people like to throw handles on people, and you know why? That's a source of control.
Right.
When you put a handle on somebody, you're trying to control them with your narrative.
Whoa! You moving the needle too fast. No, you moving the needle too fast.
Slow it down.
I got something for that. No,
he said I got something for that.
I got something for that. Just relax.
I'm here for this shit.
We didn't get there yet. All right, the last one is sometimes you do lack empathy for people because they could have did some dumb shit and brought it on themselves, or you tried to help them and then they continue to do this dumb shit. So sometimes you do lack empathy for people. Is this not a real thing?
Yeah, but I think for each person, the level of when that taps in, like when that comes into play, is different. So, if you're an empath and you're somebody that is definitely always showing that characteristic to your significant other and they continue to fuck it up, then eventually that it's going to turn into where you don't give a fuck anymore and that goes away. But I think that level is different for everybody.
Right. All right, now I have a short video to play, and I just want to say before I play this video, women, I love y'all, my favorite. y'all, I love y'all. I promise you, I love y'all.
Good Lord.
But I just think that y'all taking this word and y'all just running with it, and this is like, I'm gonna use this every time somebody say something to me that I don't like. I'm gonna use this every time somebody hurt my feelings. I'm gonna use this every time somebody does X, Y, or Z. And I just feel like y'all just using it and running with. And I need to know, where did this shit come from? Because I never heard of this shit like 5 or 10 years ago. It's just been recently. It's been thrown on every fucking body. Can y'all tell me before I play the video, where does this shit even come from? Like who
nature.
Who got their feelings hurt and was
It's
like,
nature.
hold on, Katie. Who got their feelings hurt and was like, I'm gonna look up a word that we can start calling niggas. That's what I need y'all to tell me right now. Which one of y'all got y'all feelings hurt and then said, I'm gonna look up a word that we can start calling niggas and putting it on them?
What, this whole narcissist thing?
I need to know where that shit came from.
Well,
Well, it
first of
probably
all,
came
it can be men or women.
Right, but it's mostly used against men. Is that not an agreement?
I've seen it used against a lot of women.
Is it mostly used against men, Katie? That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call it
Let's be.
spade.
This is an honest conversation right here. We're having an honest conversation. All right, I'm going to play the video, and I'm just going to tell y'all that this fucking girl, y'all just pick and choose when y'all want to use this shit. And I'm going to tell y'all how she's completely wrong, but I'll play the video and let y'all have y'all thoughts. Here it is.
Narcissistic individual. First and foremost, baby, the first sign is this right here. They ain't gonna apologize to you for how they treated you. They just gonna blame you for how you reacted. Hello, somebody. They will not apologize to you for the things that they've done to you, how they've treated you, how they mishandled you, how they used and abused you, how they've taken advantage of you, how they've taken your kindness as a weakness. They will not apologize for the things that they have done to you, but they will. Yes, sir. They'll try to hold you accountable for your reaction, though. Hello, somebody. Oh, yeah, you overreacting. It don't require all of that. Folk like to hurt you and do things to you and act like they blind, they delusional to it. But they can see you when you react to it. There you go right there. That's the narcissist.
All right, people. Now, before I break down this video, she's basically saying that somebody add H back on. She's basically saying that men, or I guess women, I don't know. She could have played every side of the fence, but that's neither here nor there. So she's saying that people are not, taking accountability for their actions, and they're just putting the blame on you and saying that you're going too far with your reaction. And then when you hold them accountable for their reaction, that is wrong. So my question is to you: if I cheated on you and I hurt your feelings, right, and then you stab me in return, and I hold you accountable for stabbing me, am I wrong? And am I a narcissist because you stabbed me and I held you accountable for stabbing me because I felt like you stabbing me took it too far? Am I wrong in that?
No.
I wouldn't call you a
absolutely not.
narcissist, number
Not
one.
at all.
That's not being a narcissist. You were protecting yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, what's your thoughts? You saw the video.
It's common for that to be the case, right? A lot of people nowadays, be it male or female, don't take responsibilities for their particular act in anything. And the moment you bring forth factual information to show them that they lack accountability by, again, trying to point the finger or saying, well, it was my emotions that made me do it, or well, you pushed me to this point. But in the grand scheme of things, as much as people want to hinge this, why they did what they did or said what they said on whatever, they have to take responsibility and say this is the reason why they did it is because they wanted to. And no one takes that responsibility and just fully be honest and say, well, I wanted to do this. This is why I did it.
Right.
At the moment you take responsibility and you say, all right, I get it. I did it because of this. Then you're the bad guy. You're the narcissist, and you're whatever. Like an example, last week's show, I was very transparent about my aggressiveness, my aggression at times. People don't allow you to live that down. They allow you to. They want to carry that with you for the rest of your life, instead of allowing you to get help, find refuge, and being better. They want to tag that on you for the rest of your life, but not associating anything negative with them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The name calling, the finger pointing, again, like I said before, is a sign of control. It's for people to control you, to control the way that they want you to move. The moment you move outside of the way they want you to, or respond in a way that they feel like their feelings are going to be hurt or damaged, then they got to throw names at you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which in the grand scheme of things, nobody has the opportunity to call nobody a name.
Thank you. What the fuck?
Call nobody a name. You know why? Because we're all imperfect human beings. We all do fucked up shit. We all do some fucked up shit to one another at one point or another, right? And yes, we can apologize, but apologies don't matter. And if you're going to continue the same behavior, if you're going to continue to keep perpetuating me with that unnecessary bullshit, then your apologies mean nothing. Or if you apologize, but follow up your apologies with but.
Right.
You're not accepting your responsibility. What you're doing is you're trying to make excuses on why you did it. I use this analogy with a lot of people that I have conversations with. If I punch you in your mouth, your eye, or anywhere on you, I hurt you. Even if I excuse myself, I'm sorry, I apologize. Yes, the pain's going to go away, but the disrespect
It's still
is
there.
now felt forever.
Right.
You've lost that trust in me, never of me putting my hands on you, or you felt that disrespect. Yeah, that hurt was going to go away, but the hurt of being disrespected never does. Yes, you can glaze over it. You can try to tune it out, but it's there. And what people don't understand is, as much as we want to castrate somebody else, we got to take responsibility first for what the fuck we do, and be cognizant of our roles and the reason why people's going to the extremes that they're going to. And then also too, we got to take responsibilities for our fuck ups, and not just say we gonna work on them just because it sounds good,
Right.
but work on them.
Right.
Really do necessary behavior.
Hold on now, Brenda. So my question is to the cast and to the people in the chat, and you as well, Brenda. Do you think that people are using that word too much or incorrectly? And if we all have just voluntarily agreed that either we have most of the traits or one or two, why are you just throwing it out there on other people like that when you have these traits as well?
Now, I agree, T, that I think it's being overused and misused.
Yes.
On both accounts. I really do. I think it's being overused, as in when things don't go the way you want it to go, then you're quick to throw that in. And then I think it's overused because those are not the intentions that sometimes the receiver is getting. I mean, I just really think it's overused. I really do.
I don't even really know the definition of what it is.
Right. That's what I was getting ready to say too.
Hey, people just people don't even know what it is.
Put it on you because it's a N-word to use.
Right.
Yeah.
Word to use. Right.
Yeah.
If you look up what a narcissist is, if you exhibit them traits, that shit is you.
Right.
You know, it's everybody really when you
everybody
look at
got a or some kind of narcissistic trait in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you say, "Oh, that's not me. I got some, but that's not me," then you're doing yourself a disservice, because you know what? What you're doing is you're not taking full responsibility of the shit that you got going on with you.
Right.
It is what it is. It just is what it is.
So I just seeing it being thrown around by all these broken-hearted girls or somebody that just had a breakup or whatever, and they be like, he was a fucking narcissist.
Not even that. When you don't give somebody the time of day like they want you to, I've been accused of being a narcissist because I won't even fuck with somebody.
What I'm saying.
I chose my happiness over staying with somebody, or I chose not to deal with a certain situation. I'm being called a narcissist because people gravitate to me, people like me, people comment on my pictures, whatever. I can't help that shit. You
No.
mad? People mad
Right.
because they get the same attention on their fucking posts or on their pictures, but because I do, I'm a narcissist.
Look,
No,
no.
you're not going to label me something because you hurt in your feelings. Cool. If I'm
Right.
not, I'm gonna take responsibility for the shit that
Right.
I do. I'm gonna fix me.
Right.
But
No,
that's
Mhm.
weird.
no, I think all of this came out from when I was being my mouth and I was, speaking. I was on my cocky shit, but y'all not gonna make me not think highly of myself. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Say what and when. It's not gonna never be a day where you make me not think highly of myself.
Yo, you know
Mhm.
what? What's so crazy? The circle of life, right? I was having this conversation just the other day with somebody. The circle of life. We come into this world, and our parents teach us take care of ourselves, right? Protect yourself.
Mhm.
Somebody
Mhm.
as a child, what you first tell your children when they first go into school? Somebody hit if somebody hit you, hit their ass back.
Right.
The moment you as
Mhm.
an adult, the moment you defend yourself, now you're a pro. Now you're
Right.
an abuser.
Right.
Somebody disrespect you. Your parents always told you, speak up. Don't let nobody
Mhm.
talk to you any old kind of way. But the moment you speak up and you say something back now as adults, you're an aggressive person. Right? The circle of life, y'all teach us these things from our youth and don't expect us to carry these things into our adulthoods. How? It befuddles me. We're
Right.
taught from the
Mhm.
very start. Protect yourself. You're taught from the very start. Don't let nobody disrespect you. You told to
Right.
hold your head up. Don't let
Mhm.
nobody tell you ain't shit. You everything in this world. You a beautiful black girl. You're a beautiful black boy. You could do anything and everything that you want to do. You are amazing. But the moment we take on that air of being amazing and being true queens and kings that everybody wants to label us as when it's convenient.
Right.
Oh, you cocky. You're a narcissist. Oh, you conceited. You're a narcissist. Oh, you this and that. Make it make sense. So, am I not supposed to love myself and care for myself and hold myself at a high regard?
Right.
Yes. Am I not supposed to believe that I am the shit? Yes. Am I not supposed to
Mhm.
carry myself as such? Yes, I am.
Right.
I got that. I've given
Mhm.
myself that God-given right by the way I handle myself. I take care of myself. I should be able to feel about myself how I ever want to feel. And if you don't like
Right.
it, then you can stay away from me.
Right.
And people don't
Mhm.
understand that. What
Mhm.
happens is they say, "Oh, I don't like them. I don't want to be around them." But y'all steady around us.
Right. Look,
Yo,
hold on, hold on now. I want to say that my final thing, and this is not just to women, this is to people in general. Um, don't just because somebody doesn't put up with your shit or however that falls, you can't get mad at them and then call them a narcissist because they take up for themselves and or decide not to put up with your shit. Then you want to call them a narcissist. That's not the correct thing to do here. So I'm sorry. We're not doing that. I'm canceling that shit out.
I,
Earl, it's January and I'm already canceling shit out already.
I
We're
2020
not
in 2023 in the times that we are in now, right? We in like difficult times, hard to deal with, right? We should be worried less about those things and we should be worrying more about the stabilities of our homes, the stabilities of our mental, the stabilities of our. We worried about some of the wrong shit. We worried about who did who said what about who. We worried about some of the unnecessary. Somebody giving major, you know what I mean? But
Let me see what's happening.
it
The audio is off, Ish. Try to go out and
Is
come
she
back in.
frozen? Oh, okay.
it just
Try,
be it crazy.
try to
Like
go out and come back in, Ish.
in the 2023 year, we should be worrying about growing ourselves to be the best possible thing that we can be. We should be making generational wealth and power instead of worrying about what somebody got going on in their home and what somebody doing with this person and that shit like that. It's weird. We should stop worrying about things that we can't control and control the things that we can control, and worry about that kind of stuff. It's unnecessary things. Like at the end of the day, if I tell y'all, if I sit up here and I tell y'all my goal is to be a better me, I am not going to subject myself to unnecessary issues. I'm just not going to partake. I'm not dealing with that. You want to be messy, you want to say something disrespectful, you want to cause an issue, you want to have some back and forth, I bow out. I gracefully bow out. At this moment and at this time and at this point in my life, you got it.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, my mental health is my priority. My number one priority is my mental health. My second priority is to my family. And my third is to everything else I got going on. I don't have the time to take myself out of my own way. If I put myself in my own way, it's because I did that. I can't allow somebody else to do that for me. So we applaud those that say, oh, I left because I finally found the strength to leave. Y'all applaud those. But the moment somebody step back and say, I'm not dealing with that nonsense. Oh, you calling them narcissistic? Oh, they got something wrong. Something's wrong with them. Why they can't entertain the shit that you want them to entertain that's going to cause some kind of strife? Nah. So if you want to label me as whatever you want to label me as, get in line.
Facts.
42
so
years.
I guess that answer my next question. I was gonna ask each of you guys, have y'all been accused of being narcissistic?
I get called a narcissist like every other day. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know how it's a thin line. It's a thin line for being successful,
right?
Being in love with yourself, and truly valuing who you are as a person. That's a thin line, because the moment a person can't dictate your path for you, or the moment you don't do what somebody wants you to do, how they want you to do it, they call you names. You know why? Again, it's control. They want to control you because they know if I call this person this name, they got to defend themselves. So now they got to go back and forth with me. So now what you're giving them is ammunition for them to continue this perpetuation of disrespect. Disrespecting you, but also allowing yourself to disrespect yourself and getting off your square. People going to say what I just, you know what? I'm mitigated to understand that people is going to say what they want to say, regardless if I like it or not.
But my question now is, who the fuck made you judge and jury? I'm confused.
And that's what and you know what? That's a great question, T. That's what makes me overly aggressive. When we talked about that, who the fuck gave you the right to dictate to me? Who the fuck gave you the right to tell me what I am and what I ain't? Or to control me? That's what makes me aggressive. People, they'll always ask, well, why you get so aggressive? Because who gave you the right to step to me like this?
Thanks.
Who told you that it was cool to step to me that way and think I was not going to say something back?
Thanks.
But if you love me and you loyal to me and you fuck with me and you cool with me, you wouldn't want to do me like that anyway.
All right, so Ish, what are your words? You know.
Yeah, I feel like a psychologist or something like that, like introduce that word into the vocabulary and allow people to individualize people by that. And I think that all of the characteristics that we're speaking of are all human characteristics. Like they all are within us. I think what starts happening is that people confuse sometimes the abuse of those characteristics and them being used to hurt others. Right. And individuals who have those characteristics simply because they're a human characteristic, and they don't play into a negative connotation one way or the other. They're just being who they are, and they are just being human. I think the confusion comes in, and the misuse of the word or the misuse of the term comes in is when a person overly uses those things to intentionally hurt that of another individual. So I think people need to really clearly understand the term and the topic before they go just spewing out those words, because not everybody holds narcissistic characteristics to be used in that form and fashion. And I think that's where the confusion is coming in at.
Katie, any last words on this? Because me and Nell getting fired up.
I'm gonna let y'all have it because, like I said, I that's a word that I just feel like is overused and abused. I really do. And I'm not saying that narcissists don't exist, because they do. But I think they are mistaken for people personalities as well, right? Because a person may have the personality to get overly emotional.
KD, the shit that be fucking me up would be like the people that be calling people narcissists be using the same shit. They be doing the same shit.
Yeah.
They be calling people narcissists. You be like, yo, do you know the shit that you do and say?
Exactly.
Question to y'all is, what's your definition of narcissist?
I don't have a definition for it because I never use that shit. I never use that shit.
What's your definition of a narcissist?
I'm like, I never even use it, but I would say my definition of a narcissist would be a person, I guess, who is exhibiting like their negative traits, but they make the other person think that it is them constantly.
Okay.
And if that behavior just continue over and over again, they are contributing to it, but they're always making the other person, manipulating the other person. If the person is manipulative, they manipulate that person into thinking that they are the problem.
Katie, but that's true, and I agree to a certain point on that. But can it be that that person is causing that?
Yeah.
It could possibly.
Totally could be. I don't disagree with that.
No,
totally could be.
It's on you. Your guest is here. Here we go.
All right. This is, we going on 60 fucking seconds, man. I had to bring my boy on here because I had some smoke with my man. He had some.
What's up, Mike?
My man had some major words for me on Thursday's show. Why did Nell have his hat on?
Turn your mute off, Mike.
How come Nell he be giving my Cowboys all the smoke in the world?
I'm bowing out. I don't have nothing to do with this right here. I got nothing to do with this right here.
But what y'all see right here, the five of us makes up the tailor-made. Who keeps taking them off?
I don't know. He's
going. I think he took his own.
Mike, get your ass back on here real quick, Mike. I need.
He's going. Fuck this shit. He going in 60 seconds. He was going in 6 seconds.
No, tell Mike we need him one more time.
Yeah, he coming. He just trying to get his sound together. Carmel, I agree with that a whole 100%.
Exactly.
Who is that nowadays, though? There's a lot of people out there who what's belittling others mean.
It means that you throwing out names. Like it's like a name calling thing. It's like instead of her calling you like a fuck nigga or a bitch or a pussy, the new word is narcissist. So that's how they try to like make you less of a man or some shit. Or less of a person in general.
I ain't hear shit Nell said.
Yeah. I said I ain't doing.
Mike, nice to meet you, by the way. I don't know if Aisha has met you.
Nice to meet you guys too.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what y'all see here, the five of us, we make up Tailor-Made Productions, right? And all of us have benefited greatly from this channel, but all of us have benefited greatly from the man that's sitting between us right here. And we wanted to take the time out right here to give him his flowers while we could. So going in 60 seconds is actually going to be
I'm getting flowers.
It's going to be flowers. we're going to give the man, the myth, the legend, the prophet, the shit starter, his flowers on his day. So we're going to go around the board and let KD jump us off and say a little bit of something about T.
Well, first of all, I had to think about it, T, and think about it. I wrote something, I threw it away. I wrote something, I threw it away. I ain't pick it back up. I met T almost 3 years ago. He was the same T that he is today. But he was arrogant from the first day that I met him.
Disrespect always comes into play.
But that's what we love about T. He's arrogant because he know that he is the shits. I mean, he's ambitious. He's hardworking. He cracked the whip on us.
All these things are true.
Yeah, they are. I mean, but he is T. He wouldn't be T if he wasn't all of those things. So, T, tonight, here's to you. Happy birthday, big dude. Thank you, Nell, for getting this together. I called Nell this morning. You know me, T. I just think out the box. But Nell, he stepped right in and took over. Thank you, Nell.
What's up?
Well, I will go next, ladies first. So, T, I've known you a couple of years now. You've welcomed me into the Uncensored Minds family. I truly, truly appreciate that. I appreciate, the effort that you put in, the work that you put in, how you keep us together, how you keep things flowing, how you juggle everything. You are an amazing boss, and I truly, truly appreciate you, and sending you happy birthday wishes, salute. And here's to another year around the sun. Let's go.
Thank you, Aisha. I appreciate it. Keep it coming, people. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, people.
Mike.
Well, first of all, Nell, this
ain't about me right now.
You should have told me what we was doing. To come on the show.
Right.
Well, that's my fault, Mike. That is totally my fault. It's not his fault. I thought about it this morning at the last minute to do this for T, so it's totally my fault.
So, on this day, it's T's birthday, right? But LeBron just passed 38,000 points. I just want to let him know that.
I told y'all.
Much closer.
Always going to be some disrespect in the praise.
Much closer. Getting on top. All right. Well, y'all know T, my little brother. And I always tell him. I don't always tell him, but sometimes I tell him. I am proud of him. I'm proud of the person he's become. Happy birthday.
Thank you, big brother. Appreciate you.
Y'all making the cha-ching up in his cash out.
Nah, what up, Ish? Go ahead, Ish.
No, I said Nell stood up. So
I thought you was about to take your head off.
Ish went already now.
Oh shit.
No, I know. I'm saying Nell stood up, so that means something about to go down.
Uh-oh.
Nah, my butt was hurting.
My butt was hurting.
Pause, man. Pause.
I can't.
No homo.
What is happening, man? No, go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Ish.
Ish went already.
All right, so as you know, we've been thicker than thieves since we was like 8-9 years old. And the true mark of a man is when you can take a group of people and they follow behind you. But instead of having us follow behind you, you have us walking beside you through this journey. When you tapped me 3 years ago saying, yo, I'm about to start this podcast, I'm going to periodically need you to come on because I see you doing your own thing. The first thing I can say was yes. When you need? Then when you said, no, we're about to do a sneaker show, I said, all right, naturally, I'm down. You said we doing game 7. I said, I'm on that too. You're like, nah. But I feel like I'm a part of that as well. So again, I thank you for bringing the 5 of us together collectively, especially the 2 ladies who you brought into my life, who was an everyday constant. But also the millions of people that watch us each and every day on the platforms that we got here at Telemade, and just being the inspiration from the time that we met on the block, from our days in school. From we you couldn't tell us we wasn't Puffy and Mace, and we carried ourselves as such. And our brotherhood has gotten on stronger. Typically, you see individuals breaking up as they get older, just from disagreements and whatever. But the bond and the partnership has gotten only stronger. The only thing that I have a problem with you is your brother Mike. I thought it was my ace boom coon.
You thought Mike was cool?
I could see that's not the case.
You thought your Mike was cool?
I thought Mike was brown. You know what I mean?
Cool. I got the Sixers hoodie on today. Now we cool.
Yeah, we cool.
Y'all gonna lose tomorrow. Tomorrow, y'all we be enemies.
But yeah, we enemies tomorrow.
Hold on now. What I want to say to my brother is, unfortunately, Nell, you're going to have to feel the wrath that I've always had to feel, because now all of y'all are little brothers to my brother as well. So y'all all have to feel the wrath that I had to feel all my life. That's just a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's dope. So we here.
First of all, I don't know what T talking about. T
we here got you, and you only can give a king equal value shit, right? And from one king to another on the Martin Luther King's holiday weekend, to you, T, your birthday, from another king, which we got you a little something.
What we got over there? The mama? That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
That ain't LeBron over there, Mike.
So if y'all know about T, he's a big Kobe fan, and he models himself, his work ethic, his dedication, his determination, to the adages that Kobe stood for. So it was only right to bless him with something that that he can relate to, and that's the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. So from
hold on now. Thank you and all of that, but I will say, if y'all can see over this shoulder, that picture on the wall is the 10 Mamba rules that I must go through every day and follow. The 10 Mamba rules, people.
So Kobe Bean Bryant, the king never dies. That's what T right there, Bean.
Dope.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Thank you, good brother.
Happy birthday, motherfucker. Happy birthday.
Thank you, man.
The reason why we had shit like this, I mean, not stuff like this, I'm getting in my Nell Gotti mode, but the reason why our shows are so successful is because of the talent that he has brought forth together. He's collectively put us all together, and it meshes real well. From the Telemade kicks on Wednesday at 8 p.m. to Game 7 at 7 p.m. with Mike, and then again with us on Sundays at 9 p.m. the 4 of us. It just is a seamless process as y'all lead those shows and y'all fulfill. There's a reason. The great people, greatness is defined by their interactions with you. So congratulations to you, my brother, for seeing another year of life. Continue to keep growing up. Continue to keep, being the best that you possibly can be. Let's get this bag. This is bag year, as I've been telling you. This is the time that we've been dreaming about on the block. Let's do it.
All right. Before we get out of here, I would love to see you and Mike go through these football scores, because I'm not in football. Y'all can have that, and y'all can have at it. Going to 60 seconds. Y'all might have that.
So going to 60 seconds, as you know, it's playoff time. We had playoff football this weekend. We had 4 matchups, with the last matchup being tomorrow night. But in yesterday's news, the the Jacksonville Jaguars played the Lightning Bolt people. I don't even want to call them their name because they don't even got no name at this point. The Los Angeles Chargers. The Los Angeles Chargers in the fourth quarter was up 27-13, and
they were up 27-0.
27-0 going into the fourth quarter. 13 points, got them close, but then what they call them, sunshine.
He brought them back.
Barnes brought them back and actually closed the gap, and Jacksonville went on to win a playoff game and advanced now into the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Who else played yesterday? The 49ers beat up on the Seattle Seahawks very, very badly, 41-23. In today's game, early game, the Buffalo Bills eked out a win at,
that was a great game.
Very good game. Miami, you have to be proud of yourself. Your backup quarterback is in there, and you took
third string. I think the third string.
Third string, absolutely. Yeah, third string. What? Tua hurt and Bridgewater hurt.
Yeah.
So shout outs to the Dolphins for fighting a potential Super Bowl team that a lot of procrastinators are saying is going to get there. And the Giants beat the fraudulent Minnesota Vikings. They are frauds. They are regular season champs and playoff chumps. And they beat them 31-24. That's significant because we now know who the Philadelphia Eagles will be playing next week. They will be playing the New York Giants. So the New York Giants will be coming down the turnpike and driving that bus right into the Philadelphia Eagles to face the Eagles for the Eagles' first playoff game for the 2022-2023 season. I know Mike is an avid Eagles fan, and he would love to see the Eagles advance to the NFC. What is that? The NFC Championship game? Would that be?
Yep.
The NFC Championship game. And last news right here, with 8 seconds left, the Cincinnati Bengals are beating the Baltimore Ravens 24-17, which was a defensive game. A lot of
Baltimore had them. They fumbled about to score. The quarterback tried to jump over the pile, fumbles the ball. The guy runs it back 99 yards for a touchdown. That's the difference in the score.
That would have been a big upset because we had an upset today with the Giants beating the Vikings. That would have been a second upset. So it looks like next week's games go a little something like this. It looks like the Bills will be facing the Bengals.
Can we get predictions, people? Can we get predictions?
8 seconds left, man. They might throw a touchdown right here.
They ain't gonna throw no damn touchdown. But it looks like the Bills and the Bengals will be playing.
Oh! They almost
damn much.
yo, they threw a bomb. The ball tipped it. It went right to him.
It's Baltimore, bro. What you expect? They ain't gonna catch that,
man. You gotta catch that.
So the Bills will be playing the Bengals. The Jags will be playing the Kansas City Chiefs. For those 4 teams to be going to the chances to go to the AFC Championship game, the Eagles will be playing the Giants. The 49ers will be playing the winner of tomorrow's night game.
Can I get y'all predictions on
Cowboys?
Can I get y'all predictions on the record, please?
Which one?
The Super Bowl predictions. Who going to the bowl? Who winning the bowl?
Not Super Bowl. All next week. Next week's games.
Oh, next week's games? I got the Eagles over the Giants. Got the 49ers over the Cowboys.
Whoa.
I got the Cowboys winning tomorrow. And I got the 49ers beating the Cowboys.
49ers is tough. They tough.
And then I got the Eagles beating the 49ers to get to the Super Bowl. And then I got the Buffalo Bills beating the Kansas City Chiefs for it to be a Buffalo Bill Eagles Super Bowl.
Oh, wow. Well, I got Kansas City next week. Buffalo, Cincinnati, that's going to be a tough game, but I'm going to take Buffalo because Cincinnati beat them last time. I'm going to take the Eagles.
Oh, God, that game will be played again in Cincinnati with that game being hurt. That kid got hurt there.
No, but I think, they said if Buffalo and Kansas City both go to the conference finals.
Next week's game is Buffalo, Cincinnati. That's the
game
I know. Kid got hurt on.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, if Buffalo wins and Kansas City wins, they on play. They said they playing in a neutral spot.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
won't be in one of their stadiums.
So who do you have winning that Bengals Bills game next week with all that hoopla that went on with the kid getting hurt on the field in Cincinnati?
I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
I think Buffalo pulls it out just to get the that win for that kid, for Darman Hamlin.
At the beginning of the season, I had Buffalo going to the Super Bowl, but I gotta ride my man Patty, my Holmes.
So that's your AFC team. What's your NFC team looking like?
Come on, man. Who you think, man?
You going for the Cowboys Super Bowl?
I'm going for the Eagles, man.
You going for a Cowboys Super Bowl?
No, sir, man. I run into a wall. Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
You gonna get your wall ready, brother.
I run right into a
wall. I would
wall.
love to see it though. I would love to see the Cowboys, the Eagles playing for the NFC Championship crown. You got my hometown city, and you got my favorite NFL team going at it. I would love to see it. It would be dope for so many different reasons. But
it would be a big game.
Who got is the
be some hurt feelings.
So you got the Eagles Bills Super Bowl?
No, I got Kansas City.
So you got Kansas City Eagles Super Bowl with Andy Reid facing off his old.
Andy Reid facing his old team.
Like the storyline.
And the Eagles win.
You got the Eagles winning?
Of course I do.
So there you go. There you are. There you have it, people.
Get the fuck out of here with that grave. Get the fuck out of here.
Nell T he was already texting me, hating me earlier in the day. We ain't even playing. He was hating on us. Come on.
That grave.
Yo, if y'all want some more of this,
it's because the Giants won. He was hating on the Eagles.
Because I told you Minnesota was frauds.
Yeah, they frauds. They always get there and they fraud it up.
Forever. Since the Eagles beat them, I said they was frauds.
Rizards. But if y'all love this back and forth,
is pretending.
Check us out on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. for Telemade Kicks. And Game 7 on Thursdays at 7 p.m. with T and Mike. They crazy. Them two back and forth in the whole show. I call them T. Bayless and Mike Sharp.
He definitely skipped little brother.
And check us out.
That's where he get his hating from.
That's what I'm talking about. The disrespect.
They running their family.
The disrespect. Me and my little brother.
Yeah. No, you his little brother.
Yeah.
He like 70 years old.
They then catch us at 9 p.m. on Sundays for Uncensored Minds. Mike, we appreciate you coming on here. Thank you.
All right.
Go
I gotta turn the game back on.
Mike.
All right, Mike.
We got one more surprise.
What's happening?
Somebody came from Mexico to get you shout out. We got one more surprise.
Who got an echo?
Hi.
Somebody came from Mexico to get you.
Hey, Angelia.
All the way from Mexico.
Yo, who got an echo going on, man?
Yeah.
Hi. I've been trying to get on here for like 30 minutes.
Oh, in Mexico, man. What you got on over?
I already posted what I was gonna say anyway.
You got something going on.
Hold on. Where's the I don't know where to mute.
I don't
know how to unmute it.
This is
the computer.
KD part 2, y'all. This is KD part 2.
That's why Nell put his
Let me just do my phone. Shut up, T. Shut up. So T.
Oh, get that.
If I had an annoying little brother, it would be T. Why?
What's the black screen about? What's going on?
Yo, Nell, listen, your faces be comical. I cannot take them. I can't. I lose it every time I look at you.
Yo, I can't.
All right. You ready over there?
I can't. What's going on?
Why do I keep being muted? Hello?
I didn't mute you, KD.
Well, somebody keep muting me. What the
You
fuck?
running the board. You muting yourself.
I'm not muting
No.
myself.
KD, I didn't mute you earlier when it was just Nell and my brother on the screen, but I didn't just mute you.
And I'm not on that. My devices is acting up tonight.
What's up, people? We trying to wait for
I
Aaron.
guess Nell keep muting me.
Gotta get her Wi-Fi together. She in Mexico, y'all. So we gotta give her some. She all the way from
back
Mexico.
together. We'll bring her back on. She wanted to definitely share her sentiments for T. Birthday. Thank you to everybody out there in the comments.
And she's shy, T. That was special.
For having
You love me, man. That's why I don't know how I be getting called a nurse. It's like you love me. I'll be like, what?
Narcissist. I can't.
Keeping that energy going from the start of the show to today. I mean to the end. Continue to keep hitting on cash apps. We definitely need a new pair of sneaks over here.
Thanks. I'm just trying to get my Apple Watch fixed, good brother. That's all I ask.
Oh, man.
That's all I ask. I just need my
thing so we can get a new Apple Watch.
Yeah, that's all I need. I just gotta get my Apple Watch fixed. Man. What's going on, man? Make sure everybody like and share the video. I don't know what's going on with Angelia.
Yeah.
Well,
I think the internet is.
She said definitely a KD moment.
No, seriously, Angelia, like I must be in Mexico too because my internet has been acting up all night.
Oh,
so.
you're Venus right now.
They in Venus.
What's going on?
Can you come back on, Angelia?
Don't put that on.
It's like weird. Even when you try to like get back on, it's like doing its own thing. I don't know what's going on tonight.
Y'all on outer space.
I gotta explain this.
Come on, Angelia.
But before we get out of here, I want to take some time out to share a happy birthday with somebody and what the reason why I am here. My father will be turning 73 tomorrow, which is a blessing.
Amen.
I am so ecstatic to say that because of just your parents being here. I talk to people all the time who always tell me, yo, cherish them while they're here because when they're not, you don't get that back. And I'm just so proud that I can call my dad on the phone.
Right.
I can stop past his house and see him and do things with him, and he's active and he's alive. So he'll be turning 73 tomorrow. So Dad, happy birthday. Also
happy early birthday.
There are two little people that I wanted to extend a big happy birthday to. They will be turning 1 tomorrow. Saya and Dior. They had a little birthday party yesterday and enjoyed their little selves, and they will be officially turning 1 year old tomorrow. So shout outs to those two. They're twins.
That's the youngest, man. Capricorn season. What up?
Yeah, shout out to the twins for on your big day. So I see you doing your thing. And to anybody that has a birthday tomorrow or passing that we missed, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Shout out to Oreese, he's a Capricorn. Shout out to Kalina, she's a Capricorn. We got a couple Capricorns in the
club. My mom was last week. My dad is tomorrow. My baby sister T, who T knows grew up. Her birthday is on the 20th. She ends the Capricorn season. So shout out to all the Caps out there. I got a couple people, couple sisters and a brother whose birthday is this month. My brother's the 26th, so he ain't a Capricorn, but all the January babies, they opening the year off strong. It looks like January is one of them tough, strong months.
We gotta show y'all how to do it, man. I mean, somebody gotta show y'all something. Well, somebody gotta start this shit off, man.
Well, I feel like if the Capricorn start us off for the year, right? Get us right back, right? The Cancers is coming to sweep up everything and make sure everything's tight.
Hold on. No.
And then
everything.
And then the Leo.
Everything dies.
Yeah, right after the Cancer.
And then everything dies.
I'm just gonna
sweep it out.
the queen that I am because Aquarius rule all this shit.
Out of here.
So I'm just gonna sit here like the queen
that
I am.
Bye, Katie. Look, no. As we was on your Cancer side, right? I was on this girl live. I was on this girl live last night, and she had you down to a T.
See the internet.
Who's this now?
Everybody internet. It's T's now.
Hey,
everybody
happy birthday, Lil
That's because he was up for some shit.
Happy birthday, Lil
Because he was up for some shit.
Shout out to Big Tez. Little Tez's birthday on the 17th.
Tez. I mean,
But yeah,
All
everybody
right,
internet
Taz. Happy
tonight is
birthday,
crazy.
Taz. But Taz, claim Aqua. Don't even claim Caps.
Well, he's a Virgo. No, Tez is a Virgo. His son's birthday is the 17th, so he's a little Capricorn.
Ah, but he's a Virgo.
Yeah.
what y'all
Big
saying?
Tez is a Virgo.
Away, all the Aries is away.
Listen, it's a couple
Pisces,
of times.
throw them away.
Oh no, don't throw them away. No.
Sagittarius is you can't throw this. What's Sagittarius? It's December, right?
Yeah, December.
Sagittarius is cool, but you gotta get rid of this Pisces, the Aries.
Oh, we need them all because they all make up. We all make up the universe. We need them all.
Yo, everybody's Wi-Fi.
Just as long as all of you
I
know
told you it's the internet tonight. Yeah, the internet tonight is wild.
Everybody Wi-Fi.
Hey, what you were saying about the
No, I was on this girl live and she was going over the astrology traits and shit.
Yeah.
You down to a T and shit. She was like, you know what cancers do? She was like, they so nice and they do so much for people. And then she was like, and the whole time they be complaining about the shit that they do for people, but they love doing nice shit for people. I was like, yo, that's down to a T.
I don't never complain. I don't never complain about doing shit for people. I like doing shit for people.
Not that you doing shit for people, is that they don't appreciate it. It's like how they don't appreciate it. Yo, she had you down to a T, dog. I was like, yo, that's my man right there. That shit was amazing though, man.
We back, people. We back. I know people was waiting for the Nell to come back. I'm home. My mental health is
You got a haircut?
You got a haircut.
Yeah.
Oh, he did get it, didn't he?
That baby.
We no more Nell mental
I knew
state of
something looked different.
emergency.
I can't.
Shout out to making it through the month of January, Nell.
Thank you.
In one piece. And mentally back mentally in a healthy space. And anytime you know that you need to divert off of the everyday road and to take that time for yourself, please do that.
And that's what anybody out there, anybody facing any just do not be afraid to say you not right. Don't think you burdening somebody's life. Don't think you are something's wrong with you. Make sure you speak up because it could be the difference of life and death.
Yeah,
and
really could. Really could.
So continue to keep your mental health as a priority in your world because once that go, you ain't no good to yourself. You ain't no good to nobody else. You know what I mean?
Yep. So true. So true.
So true.
So avoid the narcissist.
What we say about that damn word, KD?
We cancel that word, KD. We cancel that word, KD. This is episode 114.
I had to get it out.
Make sure everybody like and share the video. Continue to post y'all topics on the Facebook page. Follow the Uncensored Minds Facebook page. We will be back on Wednesday for Tailor-Made Kicks. We are still looking for a guest for Wednesday on Tailor-Made Kicks. And then Game 7 will be back on Thursday. Why you doing all that now? What's the matter?
You know who I want to hit up?
Who that?
And I said I was going to say this Wednesday, but I couldn't because I was so busy. I want Lady B to come on. Remember Lady B was in our show last week saying she bought a ton of sneaks?
Right.
I want you to come on and show what you got.
What's up, Lady B? You still in the chat, Lady B?
Yeah, to see what the collection looks like. So, Lady B, if you have time on Wednesday at 8 p.m., we would love for you to come on and share your sneaker collection with us.
Thanks. What's up, Lady B? Show up and show out. Show up and show out, Lady B. Ladies, are y'all good? What's happening?
It's great.
It's all good as long as you have
all good.
It's still your time.
Yep.
Yo,
get my girl 26 minutes.
Give my girl a round of applause. 2 for running the board.
Yes.
Without technical difficulties. Typically, we see technical difficulties, but we make sure.
How you feel, Katie? Because you was a little scared. How you feel now?
Feel fine.
All right.
So that means
Fine.
the rest of the 2022
Good
year.
job.
Thanks.
You
Did
got
y'all
Nell.
see what Lady B said?
What's your son?
He said she on vacation.
Thanks, Angelia. But girl, I was hoping to share the stage with you. That's why I told him to send the thing back to you.
I sent it to her. She can't get her stuff together. She in Mexico, man. They don't got no connection. They don't got regular water. Y'all don't even got no regular water over there.
No water.
They don't even got no regular water over there.
Oh my God.
We're going to continue to turn up for y'all, and I'm gonna continue to start some shit, and and give out some game as well. It's a balance, people. It's a balance. You gotta keep pushing. It's a balance, man. Everybody good? So we out of here.
Everybody good.
Everybody have a great week.
Yes, have a great week.
Everybody have a great week. Happy birthday, Pop. Happy birthday, Saya and Dior. Love y'all.
Happy birthday, everybody, man.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We out of here, people.